Welcome everybody to Forza Motorsport 6, and today we're dealing with a 2015 Land Rover Range Rover Sport SVR. Now, this is a upgraded version of the Supercharged Range Rover from 2014. Yep, and yeah, there's three notable differences between this and that car that are beyond the cosmetic changes, and that is weight, size, and engine performance. And yeah, we're going to take a look at one of them now, and that is the engine. Now, the supercharged Land Rover from 2014 had a 5-litre V8. This also has a 5-litre V8, though this car has 550 horsepower and 502 pounds-feet of torque, which is 40 horsepower more than that Range Rover Supercharged, 41 pounds-feet of torque more, and as a result is also quicker, which is something we'll get onto when we get on the track. So yeah, more power, like I said, being one of the major differences. Another one is weight. This weighs 5,148 pounds, which is 464 pounds less than that Range Rover Supercharged. And another one, like I said, is size. This is 5 inches shorter and 2 inches lower than that Range Rover Supercharged. Though there are other minor differences, like I said, cosmetic wise, and obviously being shorter and lower, it's going to have a little bit less practicality, though obviously not enough. This also doesn't have a split rear tailgate like the Range Rover Supercharged, which I know is something that some people have an issue with. Though to be honest, that really doesn't bother me all that much because there's so much else going for this car. Now, SVR stands for Special Vehicle Racing, which kind of hints to the fact that this is more of a track-orientated car, which it certainly is. But that by no means it isn't good off-road, because it still has all its off-road capabilities, despite being a more sports-orientated vehicle. So, because it is more sports-orientated, it'd be a shame to not take this out of the track, but we are going to. So see you when we get there. Welcome to Hockenheim Ring. It's a full circuit. We're going to take this car around on the first lap and talk through it on the second lap. So as you can see, for an SUV, this car handles absolutely amazing, and yeah, way better than the Range Rover Supercharged. So yeah, acceleration wise, 0 to 60, 4.282 seconds, 0 to 110.5 seconds, and it will go into a top speed of 171 mile an hour. Now that top speed for whatever reason is slightly less than the Ranger Rover Supercharged, which can do 178 miles an hour, but it's more than 0.4 seconds slower to 60 than this car, and 1.5 seconds slower to 100. So this is miles better in terms of acceleration, and because it's lower and a shorter car, and weighing less as well, it's also handling better, brakes better, and also controls its weight better. Because yeah, it still weighs more than 5,000 pounds, but because now it weighs more than 400 pounds less than that Range Rover Supercharged, all the components have less to deal with, and is therefore a more precise handling vehicle. It also sounds great as well, and that's down to the fact that it has the Jaguar F-Type R engine in it, if you didn't already know, because it does sound practically the same. But I personally prefer this engine in this than in that F-Type, because that F-Type is great and all with that V8, but I personally prefer it with the V6, just because I don't think it's all that much faster in terms of, you know, everyday road use to really compensate for the vast amount of extra money that you pay for a V8 over a V6. Though obviously on the track it would be a whole lot better. But yeah, that's the Jaguar. We're talking about the Range Rover, and personally I think it's one of the best handling SUVs on the game, and that obviously comes in direct conflict with the Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT that I really like. And though this is technically speaking the better car, I really can't decide between the two. I'm not going to say that this car's worse than that Jeep, because it isn't. It handles better, it's quicker, with 80 extra horsepower and 30 odd extra pounds-feet of torque. So yeah, technically speaking this is better than the Jeep, but I like them both just about the same. I personally think the Jeep is better looking and has a slightly more ridiculous engine to it, because it is a bigger engine. But this is obviously more powerful, better handling, and on the whole is probably a better reliable and more user-friendly kind of car. But yeah, I still love both, and I'm really glad to put this in, because I always knew that this Range Rover could do better than that supercharged version, and this proves that there is a great handling car underneath all the original vehicle. So yeah, lots of power, great handling, doesn't even weigh all that much anymore, and as a result is a not only a cracking car to drive, but is actually a good car on the track in general. So I highly recommend you try it out, and I'm really glad to put it in the game. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.